Rob Southgate. With me is
Phil Parrish.
Fill Me In Parrish. I love that. All right. So today's episode, I know it looks like all the other episodes because, frankly, we've done them right in a row. I'm still wearing the Godzilla t-shirt. To you, the viewer, it looks like I've never changed, and I've looked like crap for 4 weeks. We are reviewing from 2007, I believe, Nova. I don't know how many issues you went into this, but I read pretty far. I want to say I read about 10 issues of this. This is the Nova series. We go to issue 1. I'll tell you who the creators were on this. I know that we've always got different people going on stuff. Oh, this doesn't tell you anything. Let's see. I'll skip to. Oh man, and I'm on episode or page 23, so that's not going to help. Here we go. So the writers on this are Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning. Sean Chen is penciler. Scott Hanna is inker, and lots of people that never get the love. Adi Granov is our cover artist. I thought this cover was really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Editors, publishers, inkers. Scott Hanna. Nobody talks about the inkers. Scott Hanna. How about the effects colorist? Guru Effects is the effects colorist. And or maybe Guru is the effects colorist. And VC's Corey Petit is a letterer. Look, everybody got love. Except for you. No, I think I even said them. Okay. So this is a Nova standalone series. Phil, what are your thoughts on this? Did you read like 10 issues, or have you read this series?
I've read this series. I have the actual physical copies of this. It's interesting because those first couple issues, it's like right after the first Civil War, and Nova's been in space for, I don't know, months or whatever, and he comes back and basically, he meets up with his old friends, the New Warriors. He sees Iron Man eventually, and it's just like, hey, things aren't like they used to be.
Yeah. You know what? This was a really great story. I mean, unexpectedly great. I've read Nova stuff before, and I've always liked the character. I was excited when when we saw the Nova Corps in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
But this story, and you're right, it's that point. He's been in space. He's been there a while. We get talked to about the after effects of this. One of the things that I really dug that they set up in the beginning is the Nova Corps are gone. And he has taken, this is, his name's Richard, right?
Yes, Rich Rider, yeah.
Yeah, Richard. He feels this sense of, I have to fulfill this. People are dying and need protection. I'm it. So he's going on like massive adrenaline. Thing to thing. And it wasn't just like, hey, we're setting this series up that there's all these crises and he's going to be flying around dealing with them. No. You get this sense of urgency, and you get concern from his I can't think of this. What's it called? The Nova World Mind. You get actual concern from World Mind going, you are pushing yourself too far. And he's like, if I stop, if I sleep, who dies?
Yeah.
And to me, that just struck a real chord. It had such a sense of urgency that didn't let up. And the best part of that is when you get 7 or 8 issues in, he does finally collapse. He finally has to stop, and it's ridiculous, And he's like, I sleep a little bit here. I do this. He finally is like, I got it. Now I'm going to cause more damage because I'm not stopping. And that was really, really strong to me. The other thing that really got me was I was enjoying the micro stories, but the overarching story, man, especially when we get to the whole thing when he meets up with Wizard. Is that his name? From I'm going to get the names wrong. You know me. From the New Mutants.
New Warriors?
Well, he was originally in the New Mutants.
No, was it? Wait.
The robot guy?
Oh, okay. Warlock.
See, I was close. Yes. I loved that story.
Mhm.
And for me, so I didn't realize Warlock has still been around. Okay, I haven't seen a lot of Warlock at all. Just whatever I read, he just hasn't been there. But I remember back when New Mutants first came out, I was a big fan of that original series. I thought it was a really fresh take.
Mhm.
Really enjoyed those first, that first like 2 years. And Warlock was this weird character that when I first saw him, I was like visually, okay, what's this? He ended up becoming one of my favorite characters. I thought it was
Mhm.
a really well defined, and this was an excellent Warlock story. And Nova, it fit so beautifully, and how it resolved, it was all excellent. So I don't know, I'm having a really great reaction to this. I thought this was a great series. I am going to read through the rest of it.
Oh yeah, it's good. I think this is the same series where he tries to restart the Nova Corps, and
Well, yeah, it's obviously leading that way.
yeah.
And in fact, I think where I left off, he was starting like he was talking to people who were starting the process. He may have even recruited somebody. Um, yeah, I want to see where it goes. It makes me want a Nova movie so bad
Yeah.
because what a great character and what a great story. And when he went back to Earth and with his parents, and you had that paranoia that he's a mutant, that
Mhm.
was great. Yeah, they really put something into this series. This is really good.
Yeah, because even recently with the new Nova series, like Richard was like everyone thought he was dead, but now he's back with the new Nova Sam Alexander, and he just came back to Earth, and Sam's telling him, yeah, every all the heroes hate each other, we're all fighting, and he's like, again, he's like another civil war. He's
Yeah,
like,
again,
this is
right?
yeah, he's like, that's what he's like. I was helping save the universe, and they're still down here fighting. Tony Stark's still down here fighting people.
Yeah, right. What's up with that? Well, this ended in 2007. It was 36 issues. I am
Mhm.
not done with it yet, but man, I am going to read the heck out of this. Uh, I truly dug it. So you said there's a newer series. Now, what's the new series called? Is it just more like another Nova?
Um, yeah, I think there's been two series since then. The first one was the new Nova Sam Alexander. Now this newest one that's only 2 issues in, it's both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Oh, it's only 2 issues in the new one. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, because
brand new one.
Nova's another character that I've read some old Nova. Um, I was excited when he showed up in Guardians, or that
Mhm.
those characters were there, that the Nova Corps was there. But this was this was great. This like elevated him to a point that I want to see Nova stuff.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
this series was really good. Though this is one of my favorite Nova series, and we eventually get the return of one of my all-time favorite characters, the original Quasar.
Oh, really? I
Uh
didn't
huh.
I didn't get to Quasar in here.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you
Oh,
read far enough in, yeah.
yeah, Quasar's great. You know what?
Mhm.
Maybe we should do a Quasar series. Maybe you should pick a Quasar series for us to do for the next episode.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's do a Quasar series. And in fact, I might lay another one out here as long as we're talking about future ones. If you get Marvel U, all right, they always have their MU reading club. Not nearly
Ooh.
as good as the Nuff Said reading club. It's not mighty. But they've featured some cool series. Um, they are doing they do a 3 issue run of New Warriors, 11, 12, and 13 from 1990. Let's do those three
Okay.
and then do a Quasar series. So we'll maybe do a little micro episode just about those three to tie into the Marvel Reading Club. Um,
Okay.
and then let's do Quasar. And then I don't know. Those of you listening, if you have a suggestion, tweet us, put it on Facebook, go to Nuff Said, put it in the show notes for this episode. Suggest something that you want us to read and talk about. We try to keep it to maybe a 10-issue run at the most,
Mhm.
or a run like Avengers versus X-Men, which was 12. We don't want to go like read the entirety of Daredevil. Oh, killing me. So any suggestions would be, we're definitely open to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right. My recommendation: absolutely get this series. Absolutely read the heck out of it. You're a Guardians fan. Guardians 2 is coming out. Get some of your Marvel space goodness going right now and read this, because I'm telling you, this was one of the most enjoyable things I've had reading comics in a while. That just And I've had a lot of fun with this series we're doing. I keep discovering things that I maybe wouldn't dive into the same way. This might be my number one, and you know how much I enjoyed that Iron Fist series.
Oh yeah,
this was excellent.
This is a definite must read.
Yeah. All right. All right, Phil. You got anything else?
No, I think that's it for Nova.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say something else. I think we might want to break form and maybe do an episode or add an episode where we review some of their Star Wars books.
Okay.
Because I just read the Darth Vader series. I read the first 7 issues. I really liked it to the point that it kind of became part of my rotation. Maybe we should do a crossover episode with Radio Free Endor and do do an episode of Mighty Nuff Said Reading Club about a Star Wars comic for them. What do you say?
I'm up for it. I haven't really read much of the Star Wars. I'm here for it.
All right. That's not next though. Next we're going to do this micro episode about New Warriors, and then we're going to do Quasar, Phil's pick. But we won't tell you what it is yet because he's got to figure out what that is. That's it, everybody. Phil, where can they find you?
Well, I'm all over social media. On Twitter, I'm at NightwingPDP. You can even email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. I love discussing Marvel. I love discussing DC. Like I said, I'm all over Nuff Said, Before the Bat, and Legends of DC, and Channel 52 for the DC side. And like Rob's keeps pushing. Check out the new Wade's World.
Wade's World.
Oh no, right here, Nuff Said, and also all new Marvel Roundup and Super Connectivity that I do with the professor himself, Charlie Esser.
Professor Esser, yeah, I gotta say, man, those shows are so great. Boy, you guys are long-winded. Holy cow, these coming in with these 2-hour shows. I'm like, what happened to those 20-minute nuggets you guys used to do? But they're great. I love them. I love listening to you guys. And Nuff Said is back. We're doing the regular episode about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Alil and I keep talking about other things we want to do. We just haven't pulled the trigger on anything. And we have some new shows that by the time this airs will probably be up and running. Some of them will be YouTube only. Some stuff might be Patreon only. Some might be exclusive to our podcast thing. Well, not exclusive because we put that all over to YouTube also. But you want the Nuff Said experience. Ooh, the Nuff Said experience. You got to get YouTube. You got to go to Patreon. You definitely got to subscribe to the podcast. That's it. I'm done. Follow the show on Twitter at Nuff Said Pod, and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. We're getting a lot of steam going there. And yeah, I'd say that's it. Until next time, everybody, let me stumble over those words a little more and have a car go by.